Guys, it's your own boy, the one only Great Dane, back to 855 Star Drop opening, and it's the end of the Mechness season. We're on to, I believe it's Gearworks or Clockworks or something that this new one's called. Again, don't remember what it's called or the title, but again, whatever I titled this video is probably accurate. And so unfortunately yesterday I didn't quite get to getting Pierce to 1,000 trophies, but I did make sure to play about 8 matches with Bull to honestly very easily get to the Ultra Trophy box here. So you know, I took like, I want to say 10-20 minutes, not including the rounds I played with Pierce at about 600. And today is also, there actually was a new pass in Squad Busters, but I'm going to delay it by about a day. Hopefully I can record it tomorrow. Again, it's just late at this point, and I'd rather feel a bit more optimistic in the recording. So again, best thing I can hope for here is a hypercharged skin, so let's see what we have. Also, again, we do have the new Brawl Passes. I believe I said that yesterday, but again, I'm kind of excited. I'm not 100% sure what to expect, even though they sort of heavily teased it already, but we have more skins, resources, and vault keys. And again, luckily I was able to purchase like 8 of the passes ahead of time, so I end up saving on the new price hike essentially on the Brawl Passes as well. I literally just watched the animation. Kind of funny. It, again, doesn't really help you understand the actual system at all, but you know, it's an okay animation, I guess. Yeah, we actually have the Ultra Trophy box again. I don't know if I've gotten this in a while, but let's see what we have. Okay, we have a 21 size box starting with 132 bling. Again, we have to go through the annoying thing where I get like 18 bling drops and then maybe something else interesting. Again, they really just ought to make it one bling drop. I don't know why they'd make you go through this. It's very frustrating. 144 bling, 184 bling, 119 bling, 138 bling, 101 XP doublers, 134 bling, 3 gems. Again, always nice to see that. Not too often you get that. 50 bling, 79 bling, another 3 gems, 109 bling, 56 bling, and it looks like we might have something rather significant here, getting it at 9.
Thrilled to be here.
We have
really?
Picket. It's always a goofy name to say on this one. But yeah, again, still pretty neat skin. Has some decent animation on it. We got the King Gem Spray. Kind of fitting with the gems I got in this box. So I have a GG Sweat pin, Amber Heart pin, Lily Heart pin, Mortis Top Hat. Apparently, Ray Brawl Stars spent a small country's fortune trying to get this pin before they made it so that you could just buy pins that you wanted. Back when we had random emote packs, that was a long time ago at this point. We have one of the Kaze heart pins. Again, Kaze is always interesting because she has 2 sets of pins for each of her personalities, if you will. The pin for Lockpicket itself, as well as the icon. And again, overall, I'm pretty happy with that opening. I certainly like the King Gem Spray. I don't know how much I'll use it though, but it looks cool. Right, we also have the Season 45 rewards, which is, again, the menu skin covered by the credits. And then the credits themselves, of course. Have a daily streak, day 264, with 50 coins, and a fortune of... Is it just not... Did they bug the game again? Yeah, I don't think anybody actually cares what it is because it's completely irrelevant, but it's definitely strange that the fortune isn't even loading. But again, do I have a lucky day or is everyone getting this on the first day? I have 3 angelic drops and a chaos drop? I gotta get my 6 wins. Well, let's have a look at the quests. Looks like we'll have a mega quest and a new mode. It lasts for 2 days. I think I'm gonna wait on that again. Gain 100 trophies, 115 battles, deal 30,000 points of damage. Again, in order to try to keep this video shorter, I think might even just play through Map Maker or something just to get through the video quicker, but I'm mostly just interested in what the new season pass is going to look like. But again, I think what I'll do is we'll hop over to the actual new season pass to see what the heck is going on here. There's an actual vault, new skin set, steampunk. So what is the season called though? Also, this is something I'm trying to remember. It's like Brawl Reflex, I believe is his channel name, or I see him flexing Code Reflex, right? I don't have a creator code yet, but something significant you'll notice on this new pass, they didn't add the spike sock on it. They forgot. Or at least they didn't care to this time around, unless it's hidden somewhere else. But again, we also have a surprising amount of chaos drops on this pass. In fact, we don't seem, I was gonna say we don't have any random star drops. We actually do have quite a few random star drops left. So it looks like a lot of the random star drops have been replaced with chaos drops, which again should reasonably give us higher chances to get better rewards. And it looks like the last reward is a chaos drop. They shoved a mega box in there. That's interesting. So we still do have the one guaranteed legendary, just shoved further back on the pass. And again, actually I don't think they shoved it further back, because if we're looking at this pass, did they extend it by 10 tiers? This is a rather different pass. I'm not really trying to respond to it, but again, I think you guys are probably noticing the same thing I am. What is the name of this season? I can see that it's season 46, but what the heck is it called? All Buffy's collected? Oh, that's right, yeah, because I get Buffy keys, I'm supposed to be able to purchase Buffys. And that was something else people were worried about, again, is the resources, not being able to afford Buffys. This is certainly something that's going to help with that. And then we have resource keys. I believe they said you can just keep stacking them, so unless I really need resources, again, that's the real question, right? What if I just hoard an unreasonable amount of resource keys and just never spend them ever? I don't know. Could be fun, but I don't know. It definitely begs the question, right? So again, okay, why are they showing us the name in this section? It's called Steampunk, which again I guess should be pretty obvious based on the theme. Unlock Brawl Pass rewards and extra quests. Choose your rewards. So, best deal in Brawl Stars. It is a better pass than before, but it's hard for me to say that when we all know that it's only better because they increased the price on it. So can we really call it better inherently? I don't know. It's hard to say. Again, for $3 more, the inherent value you're getting, I do think is a lot better. I have to say, just looking at it again, when you're getting these guaranteed chaos drops, and again, always just having the choice with the keys is going to be nice, of course. You're getting the 100 gems or so, instant progression, and I think I get a little more progression because, yeah, plus 30%, I get the extra 10% because I bought off the Supercell store. Again, that's the other nice thing. So again, I'm not going to make you guys sit through and watch me claim the items, especially since, again, I'll be saving the majority of them. Actually, it's 2 mega boxes. Well, I guess I can sit here and count for the sake of the video, but let's have a look at these resource keys. So we have Buffy keys, resource keys, brawler keys, skin keys. Why was that even a question? Of course it's a resource key. It said it was a resource key. So this is good for any... again, it's really triggering to me and interesting that they're valuing power points and coins at a 1-to-1 ratio when that definitely wasn't the case before. Maybe things have changed, but again, I would definitely hold on to your resource keys until you know when you want to use them. And I definitely wouldn't recommend spending them on bling unless you just really like skins in this game. I don't know. is this weird animation? At least I didn't get the fish skull? Wait, what am I looking at? Again, we get an extra Buffy key. I mean, the animation is fun, I guess, but I'm also confused. Like, what is the point of that? What am I looking at? Okay, but again, I'm not gonna make you guys sit here and watch me just claim all the items on the pass. I find this rather boring. I'm more interested. Obviously, you guys can sit through and count up all the resources in comparison to the other ones, but I'm just more interested in the gacha items because, again, I do star drop openings on this channel. So we have, I believe it's 2 mega boxes. We have 1 at 3 and 1 at 55, and also my chaos drops are essentially guaranteed. Again, we don't know what the random bonuses are at the end until you press the button, apparently. And I think the actual cost to get them is slightly lower than it was before, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least it's very close to what it was before. I want to say it was 3,000 before. It's very easy for me to look at a previous video though to figure that out. But either way, I do definitely have a feeling it's going to be better. But the one thing that really bothers me about this bonus, if you've watched other, I think Ray Brawl Stars did an opening video on it, but I'm sure other YouTubers have as well. There's an option to spend gems to get a quote-unquote better gacha item, but again, there's still no guarantee you're going to get anything better, so that really bothers me. It is a small amount of gems, but I don't think I'm ever going to spend gems on that. I hope you guys don't either, because I don't know, it just doesn't seem that good, at least in my opinion. But let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chaos drops. Not too shabby, as much as I thought, just scrolling through really quick. But again, overall, I want to see, this is really going to mess up my numbers, because something I was always satisfied with is that there's always 25 star drops before I got to the end value, so it's very easy for me to calculate. So let's see, okay, I guess I'll just disregard the fact that we have extra mega boxes. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Is it? It actually is still 25, so they just took 6 of the random star drops and turned them into chaos drops. So again, just better chances to get better things. Again, I think you even potentially, if you were the luckiest player ever, could get the, well, actually, I don't know what the best thing you can get of the ultra chaos drops are. I know you can get 8 legendaries. I don't know what 8 ultras actually means. I would assume it means higher rarity things, but I don't know what those things are. You could get 8 hypercharges from a single chaos drop. It seems so unlikely, but again, your chances of getting, I'll say, higher rarities are better, at least, than regular random star drops. So again, when I get to the end of the season, like, how am I supposed to put in the title how many star drops without having to physically count them? It's going to be much more annoying on my end, because I don't inherently want to include mega boxes, or I just won't be able to call it a mega star drop opening at all. You guys are going to have to let me know. Again, I know I've been talking about this for quite a bit without anything actually too interesting going on in terms of the actual season. But again, you guys will notice I can't even, like, how do I look at the skins? Why are they, oh, okay, I see how it is. So I was gonna say, well, what if I just held on to all the skin keys, right? Because I believe you can buy them later on. I'm assuming there's enough skin keys in this pass to get everything here. But if I waited till next season to purchase them, they would cost twice the amount, apparently, which is unfortunate. But so I guess I'll always be using the skin keys right away, but I'll probably hold on to everything else. It's really just no reason I can see to spend them right away necessarily. Skins. Oh, then the set comes with all of the skins? Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense, but at the same time, yeah. So that's the question. Are there 2 skin set keys in here? It's hard for me to tell. So obviously there's one brawler key. I mean, why does this have to be so frustrating? There could be a second one. Also, it seems like they very heavily front-loaded the new pass, because what you'll notice is, I think I'm gonna have to claim some stuff here because I can't really tell. Again, I didn't want to, but we have no idea what's hiding behind these additional rewards here unless I actually check. But they seem to have very heavily front-loaded the pass, with all the Brawl Pass Plus items just being within the first 7 tiers, and then there's just nothing else after that. And why is there feel like there's so much less for the Brawl Pass Plus now? And you get an extra Buffy key. Again, what I'm assuming is the extra 100 gems, so you're definitely still getting your values worth on the Brawl Pass Plus. In fact, I'd say significantly more. But again, it's just kind of weird how they're distributing it, because it feels like it's less. Okay, this is what I was suspecting. So the Brawl Pass Plus gets you the complete other skin set. So again, I think I like the Gale one a bit more. I'll pick this one up just so we can see what the heck happens here.
No rest for the wicked.
Yeah, so this feels very different, because usually you would have to wait until the end of the season pretty much to even get the skins in the season theme. So I actually do think I like this a bit more, because again, you can be a bit more engaged in the theme earlier in the season, but that's of course assuming that you're buying the Brawl Pass Plus. So again, I'm trying to think of it from all perspectives, right? Because is the pass worth it? I think it depends on how much you actually like the season theme, now that I'm thinking about it more, right? I know a lot of people like steampunk. It just looks cool in general, right? We got I'm Gonna Ice Ya Steampunk Gale here. And apparently it comes with the variants.
No rest for the wicked.
Fancy Man.
No rest for the wicked.
Dapper. You know, actually, it's not too often that I like all the variants on the skins. I actually think I do like all these ones for Gale. I wouldn't mind switching in between them. And again, I'll probably have to wait until at least probably halfway through the season, or however long it takes me to get to the other skin key. But let's see what else we have here. So again, having the Brawl Pass Plus gets you an extra Buffy key, which I just can't spend right now. Again, so here's the question. I want to know what's behind the 100 credits, but I also don't want to claim the credits right away, because again, well, I mean, I guess I have new brawler keys, right? So how do those work? I can't even use it anyway. Does the brawler key let you unlock any brawler, or is it up to a certain rarity? I don't know. Right, I guess I'll just claim the credits. At least this one. How did I know? How do I know these things, guys? Actually, again, it would seem like I've actually played the dev build or just watched someone else do a early access look at the pass, but I'm actually 100% guessing here. The fact that the brawler key was actually behind the credits is astonishing to me here. I didn't think it would be correct, but here it is. Let's see what's behind the Dapper Skullman. 3,000 extra coins, an extra 1,500 power points, extra 1,500 bling. And again, that honestly is still really good value for the Plus Pass. Again, it's just, it feels so weird compared to the previous ones because it's so front-loaded now, but it's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just different, right? Also, again, something I'm noticing here, though I think this is probably similar to what it was before, because the top row is the paid section, I imagine, right? Is that all the gacha items are on the bottom but again, I think it's always been like that. So again, let's take a look at the rest of the themed items we have here. So again, we have the Dapper Hat skeleton. You know, it's pretty neat, nothing crazy. We have an Angry Globe, not really. I mean, that's okay. We have a wizard, a time wizard robot. Is that what it's supposed to be? Rage meter. I know we're gonna be seeing a lot of this one in matches. That's gonna be an essential spray moving forward. I can feel it already. We have a pilot robot that seems to be lost. We have a sad rusted gear. We have what looks to be some kind of a front of a car icon, something like that. An older car, that is. And we have the player title is Crime Lord. I think that's, you know, it's pretty cool, I guess. It's nothing too crazy, but it's not. It's a title I think you could mostly enjoy. You know, some of the titles are just weirdly specific, right? I think that one you can generally enjoy. So overall, my favorite parts of the season definitely have to be, I mean, again, Steampunk Stew isn't bad, but I definitely prefer the Gale one more, and I think most people probably will just because Stew's so robotic. But then again, I haven't actually seen the animations on the Stew skin, so maybe it's a lot cooler than I think. But again, am I able to view it ahead of time? I can, but I don't know, do I want to look? This video is already so long and I haven't even opened the star drops yet. I'm too intrigued not to look. Okay, so again, that's already a very unique shot animation. Smoky cogs. Again, it looks very different in game. It almost looks like a new brawler, frankly, which is something I know they were worried about when looking at skins from like the Chinese server, but again, haven't we gotten to a point where the skins are so wacky that if you don't know, you're probably not going to know anyway? I mean, we have Lion Bull, for Pete's sake. You could definitely mistake that for being a different brawler if you didn't know. This is a cool skin. I hate to say it. Again, I haven't looked at the other color variants. I don't know if it's like that standoffish for me, but it's kind of that thing. It's like less is more, right? Because it feels so simple. But look at that super fire animation with the cogs. Very noticeable, very cool. And again, they fixed a lot of the hypercharges not showing the correct skin animations now, so you don't have to worry about losing out on value from that as well. And there's actually, again, 3 more skins this season, but you can't get them with brawler keys. You'd have to get them with gems. Or, again, if you're like me, you'll probably wait until you hopefully get them for free at some point, because you're very stingy with your gems and you want to get the best deals. But again, if you like the steampunk season, or if you just like steampunk in general, I mean, I definitely think you're going to enjoy getting this pass here. Again, depending on whether or not you like both of the skins is what I would say should be your big determining factor on whether or not you get the Brawl Pass or Brawl Pass Plus, because for me, the biggest benefit, assuming you already have all the brawlers or something, or a decent amount of resources, or you already bought all the buffies, the Brawl Pass Plus just essentially adds to your resource wealth otherwise. But again, a big factor in terms of the season is, do you want both of these skins? Or again, this really feels pretty significant, because with a pass we'd get 1 skin set. Now we're getting 2, so that's pretty cool, you know. Again, it is slightly more expensive, but we are getting significantly more value than we would get if you were to buy these things outright otherwise. And unfortunately, again, it does seem to be detrimental to wait until the next season to buy these skins later with your skin keys. Unfortunately, if you're not buying every single pass, you'll have to start essentially waiting to get the skins. I think that was obviously very intentional though, so again, it really just depends on how much you guys care about cosmetics, I'd say, but other than that, again, Rageometer spray, Crime Lord title, not too shabby. But again, I really just gotta get my daily wins here, and again, excited that I have a Chaos drop, and I'm not sure if that's a lucky day or if everyone's getting that. I'll have to ask my club mates, but again, what I can actually do is, again, I'm going to stall on the additional quests there. I'm probably going to do them tomorrow, hopefully, again, as well as the Squad Buster season review. But we have a new mode, Steampunk. Again, why does it say the season name in the mode selection? Why doesn't it say it on the actual pass? Or at least when you're purchasing it, it is weird. But we have Safe Blast. So again, I usually like to play the heist mode, so I feel like this would probably be pretty enjoyable. Protect your team's valuable safe while trying to bomb enemy safes. At the same time, regular damage does not work against this. I was about to say, well, what's stopping you from just, spamming cold shots? Regular damage does not work, apparently, in this mode. Only bombs, whichever team bursts open the enemy safe first wins. If time runs out, the team that caused more damage to the enemy safe is declared winner. That's pretty standard. Regular, man, they stated it twice. They really... There's that meme about Brawl Stars players not reading or something. They really wanted to make sure we knew regular attacks do not work against the safe. Only bombs. They actually wrote it twice. Be careful, when picked up bombs will explode, so if you do not throw the bomb, you will take some significant amount of damage. I don't know if that's just gonna kill you straight up or not. It seems like a fun mode, but I'm definitely not gonna play it right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna see whatever the quests are and pick something quick. But we also have Basketball Pocket Pass, Brawl Hockey Slippery Slap, Knockout 5v5 Crescendo, Bounty Wall Hugging. This looks like a pretty interesting bounty map. Brawl Arena Knockout Grounds. Again, they haven't really been adding any new Brawl Arena maps from what I've seen, at least not too many. But yeah, again, really nothing too crazy going on in terms of modes except for this obviously new mode that also comes with an additional quest to get more rewards. But yeah, again, I don't even have anything to play specific brawlers, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna play 6 matches quick. I'll probably do it in Map Maker, whatever I can do to get through it the quickest. But again, I'll be back in a second with the daily wins. Alright, I should be back with the 6 daily wins. Hopefully you have completed all the daily quests as well. But again, we have an angelic drop, so hopefully I get, again, always hoping for hypercharges or hypercharged skin. Let's see what we have. Potential to get Angel Edgar, I guess, but again, we're starting with 50 bling. Rare 50 coins. 100 coins, okay. Rare 25 power points. And okay, I was about to say, did I break the game? I forgot that every time you get like an invite or friend request or something, it delays the on-screen rewards. Why? Why is that still a thing? Why does that happen? But anyway, you also have 200 coins. Again, I'm sorry guys, I keep getting requests because I'm playing too well, but you'll understand why when I show you in a second. So yeah, we have the Chaos Drop again. Maybe we'll get an 8 split, maybe we'll get 25 coins, let's see. Immediately super rare. Okay, 100 coins. Again, not too shabby, I guess. Nothing too special, unfortunately, but again, I am interested to find out from my club if that was a lucky day event or if everyone's getting that on the first day. But again, I was playing Colt on the Gotta Go Fast map, and if you break all the walls and the other team doesn't have Colt or someone who can break the walls, you have an incredible advantage, so it wasn't too hard to get 6 wins, as you guys can imagine. And I do still have to gain 30 trophies. Again, unfortunately, that is not a quest I can reroll, so I'll probably quickly do that with a different character. Again, definitely, so I'll have to gain 70 or so tomorrow, but again, I'm sure I'll find a quick way to do that as well. Again, I'll probably just play both today and tomorrow, but again, it just makes it so easy to do that. So again, nothing new really going on with the Buffies. I don't have the bling to buy those, not that I'd want to at this time. So if we hop over to the shop, we still have the Toy Story offers. We have Night Lily at a discount and Blue at a gem discount. Again, higher rarity skins, but I'd rather try and get them for free. We have Raider Cordelius for 4,000 bling at a discount. Again, I'll pick that up, don't mind if I do. Again, I don't think it's necessarily my favorite Cordelia skin or anything, but it comes with the pin and the icon. It's not too shabby. We have a gem offer, which is okay, but again, I don't want to buy any more gems necessarily. At least not right now. Daily freebie at 10 power points, as well as 60 XP doublers. Again, I don't really think anything else too crazy is going on, at least not on the first day, so as of today I have 2,721 XP doublers and 193,047 power points. Again, there's more interesting things going on with deciding what you're going to do with your resource keys now, but at least it's not as convoluted as I thought it would be, so I'm pretty happy about that. And again, I just like the general theme of this season. Again, Steampunk's pretty go-to, I think, in a lot of genres for games anyway. People are usually never too disappointed by this one. That's pretty standard, not too gawky. Again, less is more. And again, some people even say it's chic or retro or something like that, but yeah, I'm not cool enough to know those terms. So again, you guys gotta let me know. Are you a fan of the new pass? Do you like the theme of the season in general? Are you going to be getting the Brawl Pass or Brawl Pass Plus? Again, I actually do. I like the animations enough on the Stu skin, and I just like the general look of the Gale skin here. And again, I keep in mind I'm saying all this without having even seen their animations really yet either, so at least I haven't been focusing enough to really pay attention to it yet, but yeah, again, the only thing I can say I'm really disappointed in definitely so far is that there's no spike sock, because again, I didn't notice it. That was a Reflex who noticed it, or at least I saw his post. Yeah, I don't know how he noticed it. I guess he was actively looking for it. I just assumed it would be there, but apparently it's not, so again, I could quickly look and see if it's at the end of the pass. Maybe they secretly switched it up on us. Oh, yeah, it's just not here, or maybe, is it? I can't scroll any further on this screen, so it seems to definitely not be there, unfortunately, but maybe they'll add it back in the next pass once they remember that they forgot it, or maybe it's just hidden somewhere else we don't know. I could check in the shop quick. If I scroll really far, I don't think so. It's just getting my hopes up. But yeah, we'll just have to keep an eye out. I swear they had a spike sock in the Mega Quest section at some point. But again, maybe I'm just going crazy. But yeah, again, I'll gain the 30 trophies quick after ending the video. You guys let me know what you think about, again, the theme of the pass, and if you're going to be picking up any of the passes. And again, of course, let me know if you guys are triggered by the price hikes, but there's definitely, I think, enough added value, probably even more than you'd get for the additional cost anyway, so again, I'm not too disappointed. And obviously, if you bought the passes early, you're in a really good spot because you're getting the additional value without paying the additional price. So yeah, other than that, again, let me know what you think of this mode. I'll say this new bombs away, I think it's Safe Blast. It's called Safe Blast. And let me know if you guys play Safe Blast. I will likely at some point tomorrow stack all these star drops, but other than that, let's see how far we can take this, guys.